Hello there Cancer, and welcome to my channel. My name is Gaian from Wild Fox Alchemy, and I am an intuitive and spiritual business coach, and I'm here to do your monthly tarot card reading for August 2021. So let's see what the month's got in store for you, Cancer. Let's get started. First of all, your overall energy for the month is Leap. This is a message from Rebecca Campbell's Work Your Light deck. Where is it that you are worrying? What are you worried about happening if you leap? Life bends for the courageous. The universe wants to support you, but first you need to leap, to throw your life up in the air. Perhaps you know what you are being called to leap toward or away from, but are scared to make the move. Or perhaps you are waiting for a big fat sign, or an instruction manual, or permission to do so first. If this is you, then this card is your sign and permission slip to take a deep breath and leap into the unknown. It's scary to let go of all that we know in hope for something new, and it's normal to feel anxious at the thought of letting go of what we know for sure. But this is the unavoidable process of rising, and right now this is how you are being called to live. Nature is constantly showing us how to live with courage. Fall comes every year and encourages the trees to loosen their grip, to allow what was once so full of life to fall away leaf by leaf. For a moment it feels like nothing will grow again. The branches are left bare without the comfort of what once was, but in the morn of spring new shoots begin to appear, and something new is born that is even more glorious than before. What are you fearing? Are you so afraid? You know, we talk about manifesting a lot and the law of attraction, and one of the things about that is, I always say the key to the law of attraction is the action bit. You can't sit in your house going, well, I want to manifest a successful business and a load of money, you know, 6-7 figure income, and then sit back and do nothing. You have to show the universe, Great Spirit, that you are determined to go after what you want, and the way that we do that is by taking action towards it. So this month, Cancer, let go of any fears that you've got about leaping. Your animal spirit card is the koala spirit. Spirit has a plan. Well, that fits quite nicely with this one, because it feels like you leaping will put this plan into action. So let's have a look at the rest of the reading. What have we got? In your present, 6 of crystals, synergy and gratitude. This is a nice card. It's about generosity, it's about kindness, it's about abundance and accomplishment, but it's also about give and take, and I feel like give and take here is the message for you, and also having an attitude of gratitude, because again, when we want to manifest things, we need to focus on what we have and not on what we don't have. We don't focus on the lack, we focus on the prosperity that is all around us, because we do all have something positive to be thankful for in our lives. What's crossing you is the 5 of crystals. This is about your mindset choices, actually. This is an interesting card in this position. This is about you perhaps having this mindset of lack, of loss, feeling isolated, being stressed, being worried. But because it's crossing you, we read both sides of this card. We read it as if it was reversed and as if it was in the upright. And this is about choosing your mindset. You can choose to focus on the poverty and loss, isolation, stress and worry, or you can focus on new possibilities. What can you make out of your situation? What can come in for you? The message, the overall message of this card always is never ever give up. So I get the feeling from this reading so far, and we're not really very deep into it, but so far I'm getting quite strong feelings of anxiety, Cancer, of worry about your abundance, of worry about where the money is coming from. You're perhaps considering giving up your business because it's not working. You feel it's not working. But I've got a sneaking suspicion that there's something that you need to do that will involve you getting out of your comfort zone. And once you make that leap, things will start to turn around for you. What have we got in your subconscious mind? What's going on there? We've got the 2 of feathers. This is a card about decisions and directions and being indecisive. It can also be about facing your fears. So subconsciously, maybe you are not able to come to a conclusion as to where you want to go and what you want to do. I will probably clarify that. Your subconscious mind is a tricky little character, and quite often what we consciously want is not what the subconscious is prepared to give us. And I always use this example of, we can say that we want a successful business. We can say that we want to earn a lot of money. But then subconsciously we believe that rich people are bad. That they are evil, they are greedy. That nothing comes of being rich because all they do is spend money on shooting themselves to the moon. Rather than fixing problems, they don't do any good with their money. And we grow up with that attitude. And subconscious mind says, well, consciously you want the money, but you don't want to be a bad person. You don't want to be seen as somebody who would rather shoot themselves to the moon than do good with their money. You don't want the negativity and the criticism that comes with having that money. You don't want to be the person that your entire deadbeat family comes asking you for money every other day for stupid things, because you know that's what's going to happen if you become wealthy. So your subconscious mind then says, well, you don't want to earn that money. You don't want to earn that money. You'll earn a certain amount, but you'll never earn the money that you really want to earn, because that would then turn you into one of these nasty people that you don't respect, that you don't like, that you don't want to be. And subconscious against conscious mind will always win, which is why we have to look at reprogramming that subconscious mind. So you've got some indecision going on here in your subconscious mind at the moment, Cancer. You're not entirely sure which way to turn, and subconscious mind is actually winning at the moment with its quite often illogical reasons as to why it doesn't want you to do certain things. What needs healing, Cancer? We got this Seven of Acorns in reverse. This is about determination and stamina. It's about fighting for what you've got. It's about being criticised. It's about being challenged. It's about haters, people coming in and going a bit nuts. Now, that's in reverse. What I want to tell you with this card in reverse is that you shouldn't allow any sort of discouragement to cast a shadow over things. You need to trust your intuition here. Something has clearly happened that has left you upset. You gave in, you felt defeated, you felt exhausted, you were stressed. It's left you with an element of paranoia. And that's where you need healing. You're allowing whatever happened to you to cast this shadow of you, instead of fighting for what you believe in and arguing against critics and haters, you just disappeared away and gave up. And I'm starting to wonder if this is the fear here. The fear of being visible and being out there and taking the leap in case these people come back and start again. Your recent past is the Lover's card in reverse. Now, this can be about choices and trust, values. It can be about connections. It can be about you choosing what to believe. But again, we've got that in reverse. You've been feeling a bit stagnant. There's discord, there's confusion. There's perhaps been some miscommunication going on, feeling pressured. Your communication's been blocked somehow. And I feel like you've done it to yourself. You're not saying what you need to be saying because of this. You were successful, or you put something out there that was, you loved it, it meant something to you. But then these people tore you down. They tore you down. And because of that, you aren't communicating what it is that you want. There's been a breakdown. You are still wanting to do what you want to do, but you're very scared to move forwards with this. You need to reevaluate what is going on here and heal the wounds of this criticism. It could have been a partner. It could have been your romantic partner that belittled you over whatever it was you did. It could be somebody outside of your business, you know, a customer that ridiculed or criticised or made an absolute fuss. It could be that, you know, you made a mistake and people shamed you for it. And that is lingering. That energy is lingering, and I feel it in this reading now. But I want to remind you that, you know, the universe will catch you if you leap again. You just need to learn the lessons. You've got the choice here of whether or not you can look forward at the prosperity and the abundance and the possibilities, the opportunities opening up to you, or you can keep looking back at what happened here and live in fear of it happening again and never put anything valuable out there. And what you're doing by doing that is really taking away from the people that need you. It's blocking your abundance. It's blocking you accomplishing what you need. So Your conscious focus is on the Ten of Shells. This is what your mind is thinking that you're aware of. Blessings and well-being. This is about completion, a new start, ending old things. Whatever this was, hurt you emotionally. And, you know, we, regardless of whether we try to or not, we get emotionally attached to businesses. We get emotionally attached to the products that we create. We get attached sometimes to clients even. And this has kind of broken your heart a bit. And your focus is on ending this pain. Having a new start. Getting rid of these emotions. Letting go of any guilt or shame or fear of what happening again. In your near future, we have the Empress. This is really good. This is really positive. She's about making new things. She's about birthing new things. She's about abundance. She's about beauty. There's nothing to say really about this other than you need to go ahead and create these wonderful new things that you want to create. Leave this behind. Learn the lessons from it, but leave it behind, because whatever you hold yourself back, you're not going to get what you want, and you're being called. I feel you're being called to do something. Something that lights up the world. You're one of what I call my fireflies, where, you know, you're creating something that helps others, that then has a knock-on effect, that it makes the world a nicer place. And this message is saying to you, come on now, it's time for you to birth these new things. It will bring you abundance by doing so. And you need to forget this lot. Forget the fear. There will always be critics and haters and trolls and nutters that live on the internet. That's why the block and delete buttons were invented. You know, you don't need to let it in. You need to develop a kind of suit of armour, if you like, to block this stuff. Around you we've got the Six of Feathers in your external environment. This is about transition. It's about going on a healing journey. It's about moving to better things. But it can feel sad letting go. I feel like you are letting go of what happened here, or you're trying to. Or you're in a situation where you can let go. Because you're not around the people that have done this stuff anymore. You're around slightly more positive people. But you still feel sad about this. You still feel sad about it. And I feel like it's understandable that you feel sad. But you really need to start looking forward to the future. You need to make these leaps. Your hopes and fears, the Death card. Transformation. This card is about change and endings and letting go. You have to understand that change is inevitable. And this is a good thing, because if you're in a bad situation, we want change. You don't want to stay stuck in a bad situation forever, do you? I mean, equally, when we're in a good situation, we don't want to change, because, you know, we don't want it to go downhill. But things can change for the better, even if you're having a good time. You know, you could have a great business and it can get even better and better and better. Don't fear this transformation. Spirit is giving me a message now. And it says to me, beware of self-editing. And self-editing is where you create something. It could be a post on social media. It could be a blog post. It could be a product. And when you go back and look at it, you look at it through the eyes of the critics, the trolls, the haters. And you then change it. You tone it down. You take sentences out that you feel could be antagonistic or something that they could take the mickey out of. So you change it. And then as you go changing all these sentences and words and all the rest of it to avoid the ridicule and the humiliation and the shaming and all the rest of it, it becomes less you. There's less of you in there. You've just completely made it bland. And out of those kinds of posts gets nothing. They get nothing. They get nothing and nowhere, because you're not making anybody think. You're not challenging anybody's beliefs. Spirit is telling me that no matter what happened here, no matter what you were criticised for, everybody deserves a new beginning, a new start. Everybody deserves this change, and you mustn't fear it. You can go out there and rebuild and be you and not worry about these people. Your outcome is the Chariot. This is about discipline, determination, making a decision, controlling things, really having extreme focus. This is the rhinoceros. And can you imagine trying to stop a rhinoceros when he's in full charge? You can't. And I feel that with this determination here, this card in this position is telling you that if you start, you take the leap, you make the run, there will be no stopping you there, Cancer. There will be no stopping you. You will just charge forward. All this is keeping you held back. This fear of transformation, this fear of these people is holding you back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clarify, first of all, this 6 of crystals that we've got here in your present. Because I want to know the fuller story of what this is about in your present now. What is it that you need to be doing? Focusing on gratitude and on what you have rather than what you don't have is a great message. I think it's also about balance of give and take, of not giving too much away, but equally not always being on the take either. Focusing on how you can help people. That's an interesting choice. Spirit clarified that with the 4 of Swords. This is about sanctuary and rest. It's about quieting the mind. And I feel, in conjunction with the rest of this reading, that you need to calm down. You need to calm this energy that is going on inside of you, that is creating this situation where you're focusing too much on the past stuff. You need to just chill. Now, it could be that you need to go and talk it out with somebody. It could be that you need to start bringing a bit of mindfulness and meditation into your life to let go of all this stress, this upset, to start seeing it for what it is, which is a past thing that can't be changed. You can't change anything that's happened in the past. All you can do is learn from it and move forward. And you have to focus on the positive sides of it. Now, some circumstances might feel like, you know, there's nothing positive in them, but believe me, there is. And as somebody who hit rock bottom way back in 2013 and thought that the world had ended, I can tell you from the heart that nothing is ever as it seems, that there's always a positive side of things. Losing everything gave me the opportunity to rebuild everything from scratch, instead of just trying to change things from where I was. There were things I would never have given up, but I was forced to give them up. And in doing that, yes, it was hard and it was heartbreaking, but it allowed new things in that made my life better. It allowed me to create a better life for myself and my family. I'm not going to clarify this 5 of crystals because I feel like it's pretty obvious what's going on there. That you have a choice here. And if you choose to look at the negatives, if you choose to keep focusing on the negative side of things, that is going to block your success. However, if you choose to look at the positives, the good things that you've got going, the new possibilities, and you make the decision today to never ever give up, then you're opening up whole new worlds. This is the first step. Making the choice to focus on the positive is the first step to this leap. Have faith in yourself, Cancer. I really feel that you need to have faith in yourself. I'm going to clarify this 2 of Feathers. This indecision, this subconscious indecision and worry about facing fears. And I've got the Lover's card. Again, a repeat of this card. We've got the Lover's card here. Choose what to believe. This indecision. Make your choices. You've got to make your choices. What do you want? What do you want? You can choose what to believe. And I think sometimes, you know, human beings don't understand that. We think that our thoughts are just racing and that we can't change them or, you know, amend them or make them different. We think that our thoughts are our thoughts and they're just this uncontrolled entity. They're not. You can choose what to believe. And I think this is your message here. Subconsciously, you need to choose to believe that you can do this. That you can be in alignment. That you can let this lot go. You can choose that for yourself. Got the 9 of Swords there. This is about the dark before the dawn, light at the end of the tunnel. You make your choices, you'll see the light. You will understand and see the light, is what I'm being told. You're up at night anxious, worrying. So much anxiety here that doesn't need to be here. the Five of Cups. Again, very similar energy to this. Look at this guy. He's all sad. He's all sad because 3 of his cups fell over. But he doesn't look behind him to see the 2 full cups. You need to have hope. You need to look for opportunities. You need to get rid of this regret and loneliness. You need to let go of all this and focus on those 2 cups that are full behind you. So let's clarify this 7 of Acorns. We've got the 4 of Pentacles. So that's 7 of Acorns there in your distant past. This bunch of critics that came in and caused you problems. We've then got this 4 of Pentacles, which is about control, possession, security, organisation and power. Was there a power struggle there? Is that what's gone on? That you felt disempowered in the past? Oops, I've got quite a few there now. What's going on here? I've got the 9 of Pentacles. Again, security, abundance, self-sufficiency, independence, comfort and luxury. It was all within your grasp. Then we've got the 7 of Cups in reverse. You didn't choose what was right for you emotionally. You weren't in alignment with your values. Something blocked you. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. There, not setting goals, not being open to new ideas, some sort of blockage there, something that stopped you expressing yourself in the way that you should have been expressing yourself. And that's where I feel this blockage is. You don't feel like you can express yourself in the way that you should be expressing yourself in order to gain the success that you need. I do feel so much anxiety here, Cancer, and you know, if you need to reach out to me, then please do so, because I can help you with this. We had that Lover's card in reverse there in the recent past, and then we've got the Devil. This is about materialism, being controlled, addiction, the shadow self. I really do feel that you are choosing to believe in the worst. You're choosing to believe in the worst of people. In the shadow side of people. You're not really trusting very well that, you know, things are going to be okay. This is, you know, there's a lot of sadness here over things. And, you know, consciously you are trying to move away from it. You're trying to end this old stuff, but you're finding it quite difficult. And I do wonder if you need to speak to somebody and put a lot of this into perspective, because I feel like the bad things feel really big to you. They feel so big, and yet really, in reality, they're probably not as big as you feel they are. Again, we've got this near future, the Empress. There's a lot of positivity here. If you can let go of this lot, if you can learn to reconcile what has happened in the past, you need to go ahead confidently and create these new things. The 6 of Feathers in your environment around you. We've got this transition, this feeling sad about letting go of things, but, you know, there's definitely a move towards something better. I get the feeling that there's a person involved, and it wasn't just a faceless troll that perhaps upset you. That maybe it was somebody that you genuinely cared about. So, you know, maybe a romantic partner, maybe a friend that has tried to tear you down, and it's hurt you. It's hurt you. Got the Judgment card there in reverse. This is about you blocking almost this renewal, this healing, this not really being able to move forward. Followed by the 2 of Swords, which again, you know, we're back here again. This, what do we choose to do? Do we choose to face our fears or not? And then we've got the 9 of Wands there. And the 9 of Wands is about perseverance and never giving up. The same messages are coming out here over and over, and don't give up. Whatever this wasn't worth you giving up for. It wasn't. You have the choice. You have the choice now to let it go. Do not be afraid of this transformation. There are ways of avoiding whatever happened here happening again. You can cut off toxic people, you can block people, you can delete people, you can do all manner of things. You know, start something completely fresh that is away from these people, even create a new identity in certain cases. You don't have to be a sitting duck, a target for people. And just because somebody might have been particularly mean before, they just showed their true colours to you. And you should be positive about that. Yeah, now I know they really are. And if it was hurtful, you know, if it turned out you got a best friend, you started a business, that best friend was very jealous, was very envious of your success and was maybe doing things behind your back to try and drag you down. Well, now you know they are. And you know you don't want them in your life anymore. And you can block them. And you can delete them from your life. And yes, it's hurtful. Of course it's hurtful. And it's painful. But you need to not be afraid of this transformation. They were not worth your time and energy. So I'm finally going to clarify this Chariot card here, Cancer. Because I feel like with grim determination, you can move forward. Now, the first card we got there is the Ace of Swords. I'll show you that. This is a mental breakthrough. This is you finding clarity now. Building a new foundation. This is you having the seed of a new idea that is going to spark something amazing. And you're just going to go for it. You're really going to go for it. And then what did I get? The Nine of Cups. You're almost there. You're going to attain what you want. This is the wish card. You're going to get what you wish for. But it's going to take a little bit of work, Cancer. You know, I don't want to sugarcoat things. I never like to sugarcoat things. This issue in the past that's holding you back needs work. You need to look at it and work out how you can heal it, because it's getting in the way. It's getting in the way of you moving forward. So we finish off, and as I say, you know, I am here. I am an intuitive business coach. I'm also a therapist, which can turn out to be quite useful with some of these issues. You can find out how to work with me if you look in the description below. So we finish off with Koala Spirit. Spirit has a plan. In nature, the koala moves slowly through the branches of the eucalyptus tree, leisurely chewing the leaves, reminding us that life is not a race or a competition. Chasing around after every distraction can keep us from recognizing that we have all we need and that Spirit will always be there with gifts to sustain us. Which takes us back to this, gratitude. We're ending where we started, with gratitude. Being happy with what we've got and trusting that Spirit will give us what we need. You are being asked to trust that by moving slowly, with faith in the abundance that is everywhere, surrendering to a power greater than yourself, you will be able to experience the manifestation of your desire. As you take your time enjoying the riches available to you right now, sitting peacefully, you begin to radiate the joy and abundance you speak. Spirit is here to help you discover happiness, pleasure and contentment, all gifts that are yours now and in the future. Have faith and trust in Spirit's plan for you and know that you are loved and cherished. Are you feeling, wow, this is so interesting, are you feeling uneasy and mistrustful of the world? Have you been hiding in a safe spot, afraid to venture out because you're convinced that life and other people will disappoint you? Koala Spirit has appeared to let you know that your faith is misplaced. The present safety you seek is already passing away because all things are temporary and outer conditions are always changing. Over here. Find your safety by placing your faith and trust in Spirit, who will grow the abundance that is already yours. Perhaps you are acting slowly and overly cautiously because you lack faith that there is more for you out there than what you know. You may have boxed yourself into a safe place that has nothing else to give you and has become so familiar that you have forgotten to explore. Are you feeling pessimistic and convinced that there is nothing more out there for you? Koala Spirit reminds you that self-care is meant to replenish you so that you can venture out again in faith, trusting that there is no limit to the joy that Spirit wants you to experience. Be good to yourself and reconnect with Spirit to reclaim your faith in things yet unseen. The Lover's card is often about connecting with Spirit as well, choosing to connect with Spirit. In reverse, it's a loss of connection with Spirit. It's time for you to reconnect. I think, you know, my feelings are that you've become so anxious about what's happening again, that you have boxed yourself in. And subconsciously you want more. You know you want more. But you are doing this damage to yourself. This is you causing this slowdown, this inability to move forward because you're so afraid. And it's time now not to be afraid. It's time to leap, Cancer. It's time to leap. There is no guarantee. You know, it's like the what if game. You can say to yourself, but what if these people come back and do this same thing again? What if I get hurt again? What if I fail again? Yeah, but let's turn that on its head, Cancer. What if you fly? What if you leap and the universe catches you? What if those people are gone and they never come back again? What if the people that you're creating your business for absolutely love it? What if, when a naysayer comes along, your fans and customers and clients just shut them down immediately by saying, well, no, I don't, you know, this is rubbish. We know this person, we've worked with this person and they're amazing, and that other person just gets shut down completely? What if? What if you could rebuild exactly what you want and it succeeds beyond your wildest dreams, Cancer? What if? So I'm going to leave you with that thought, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I enjoyed giving it. I know it's not very happy, joy, but that's not the kind of reader I am. I will never sugarcoat this, and if you need help with these business blocks, if you need to speak to somebody, I am available. Everything is in the description below. We can have an intuitive success session, or a private reading even, so I can help you overcome whatever these problems are and help you move forward and build your confidence. I look forward to talking to you again soon, Cancer. With love and magic always, this is Maria Gaian signing out, and I'll see you next time.